Hello. Oh, not much. Just got home, what, a little hour ago or something like that. After, yeah, yeah, we was out eating and then listening to some comedy show. But yeah, it was fun enough. But it was just some new upcoming, so it was not really that it was not really yeah. What it was okay actually. It was not too bad, but it was easy to see. It was not a comedy that really have the show under control and yeah, and have many years experience or what to say, but still it was okay. Uh, yeah, probably it could have been a lot worse. I will say. Yeah, but it's running. I have only got 12 trains, 13 trains down there for now. I'm still collecting the other 12 trains that should drive the other way. It's taking a little bit of time to collect them actually, because it need to drive a little bit. And then I've just not started it up yet. I need to figure out a station here, and then I need to find that one that's alone. That one, and then open that one up again. Then we can start some of them up. Uh, but it seems to run pretty okay. It has not making any mistake on it anyway, so it seems to be okay.
What did you have to figure out on the signals to make them work right?
On what?
But you said something about the signals on it, but that might have also been because the rails weren't done yet.
No, there's no signals down in the that one. It's only on the top, the train that's driving in and that kind of shit. When you're building it, that's not really. It if you can place a signal down in the metro, then it's a wrong signal. I have only done that one time. That was because of I have train track placed over it, and then it was placing the signal down in the underground instead of on the train tracks. I actually was trying to put it on, and that was actually a mistake. Yeah. And that fucked my sub. That fucked it up totally. Down there, uh, let me see, how many did we get up on? 8, 9, 10. So I'm missing 2 trains to collect still. It's only around here. I need the train. I need the signals to get them run in and out. So I've placed it a little bit that way because I cannot place one in front of the fucking other run down in the tunnel thing. I actually didn't place this long enough away. I should have placed it a little bit longer away, then that would have been space for a signal over here before it running down on the other side. But yeah, I fixed it pretty okay. I just put a couple of signals more up between, and then yeah, it seems to work. So yeah, and then I'm building the big man. I have already built that. Yeah, mostly it's only need to go up and be repaired. That's another building you actually can set it up so you're actually driving into that building and then you will run once it's with some kind of space between them. It will send it off after 10 seconds or something like that. And then, but it's working like shit actually, and it needs to be overground too. If they then took that building out, I don't know. I actually didn't see it this time. I just need to collect something to drink. Dum dum dum. Not that it was that expensive, but anyway, I was actually using, what was it? We were getting up to use 160, 250. It must be 410 bucks or something like that I was using on this evening here, so the 250 was on eating and free drinks. And then the 160 was to get in to see that show. No, I think it was around 55 of your bucks or something like that. Yes. It was in the same building as the show was. It's some kind of restaurant and hotel. It was being on, and then there was some kind of buffet. Where there was three kind of different meat, and then there was three kind of different potatoes, and there was some salads, and yeah, and then there was some cakes and that kind of shit too. Did they say to after you fucking have eaten if you could eat anymore? That was pretty okay, but still, yeah. Next time we will just eat from home. It was actually not that good, but yeah, it was okay food, but not really. But of course, what can you expect for that kind of money still? But the yeah, there was two of the meat thing, and then there was two sauces too. And the most of the potatoes was actually the potatoes. There was already the two kind of potatoes was actually summer potatoes. That shit you're coming in quick creme fraiche and putting some dill or something like in and onion, and then yeah, what will it be called? I don't know if you actually know about you guys actually have that kind of shit. It's you're cooking, you're boiling the potatoes in, so they are actually done, and then you are cooling them down, and then you are taking some creme fraiche, and I don't know about that's the name actually, but it's some kind of a, it's not, it's not sweet, that shit, or the thing they actually, but it's some kind of a thick, yeah, thick. Yeah, it is something like that. That's some kind of a mayo, and then it's turned around with some other white thing, and then you are putting some salt and pepper and that kind of shit in, and then you're turning the potatoes around in it, and then that's a lot of people actually coming onion in that shit, and then there was some what will that be called actually? Uh, yeah, I don't really know. It will be called fløde on Danish, but it's some. It's the fattest thing you are getting from the cow milk, and it's not condensed thing. Yeah, cream, heavy cream. Yeah, in potatoes too, where it's hot, and then you are turning it out to slices, and then it's being cooked in heavy cream for half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. And yeah, that's actually it. And then that's a lot of them that's actually making that with the onion into or the white onion. I'm not sure if that's the name of them, but that's actually not right. That's the fucking thing they love to eat down in the Middle East. That fucking onion type, the white ones, in what yeah, it's in small ones in a bunch of 10 or 15 in a fucking circle around themselves. I don't know what it's actually been called. You're smelling awful when you have eat that kind of onion. Yeah, your mouth is really bad. Yeah, smelling when you're eating that. Your skin is actually smelling too after some days. What the fuck? Hvidløg, white onion. Could it be called that? Probably not, but it would be the right. Nah, that's. Yeah, but we have red onion too. That's an onion of its own. Then we have the normally what that's some yellow on, but that's a normally onion. And then there's something that's not an onion, it's smaller. That's a lot of onion in it, and it's being called white onion here, but it has nothing to do with an onion actually. It's actually that shit. Yeah, garlic. Yeah, that's the thing the vampire don't like. Uh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then somebody like to put that in that potatoes thing with the heavy cream. I don't really like onion a lot, but I actually like garlic. But lovely enough, there was nothing in that, and I didn't. They have put onion in the two other kind of potatoes that was there, and the most of the salad so there was onion in them too. Kartoffelsalat. Yeah, it's just translated to potato salad. Oh. Yeah, it is. So, and then there was two kind of sauces too. What that there was not no potatoes. There was actually really could put sauces on. There was a bayonnaise sauce, and I would think just a brown sauce, probably from some of the meat they have made it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but it depends. It depending on which kind of sauce it is, but that's bayonnaise sauce. That's pretty worldwide, I think. And then there was just some kind of brown sauce. I think it was maybe it was a pork sauce, or it was maybe from the beef. The what was it? Couvet, Colodestai. I don't know about its name that too, but it was some cow meat. There was yeah, that was and then there was some more. There was two kind of pork, and some chicken actually was there too. So. Probably. Normally, you would use the bouillon from some kind of the stuff that it has been made in, and then you would take that over to a fucking pan, and then you would put some flour into it, and then you would add some more milk or water, and then you would have a sauce, and then you would call yeah put yeah okay. We are normally because of you adding some color to it too, and that's brown, and then we are calling it brown sauce as a brown sauce. Yeah, it is. And then that's different depending on which kind of bouillon you have used or about you have used that thing you have made your meat in, and yeah, and or you only used bouillon, something shit that's been made on a factory or something like that. Yeah, the baddest thing you can make your sauce on, but still, sometimes just to give it a little bit of taste. But yeah. Biscuit. I will think you are talking about something we are called boller. That's a little bit like French bread. I don't know about you actually know that French bread, white bread. Yeah, not really. A little bit bigger, but I'm actually yeah. I know I make my own actually, and I'm pretty good to it actually too. I'm actually pretty sure if I'm making the best ones. That's nobody else that one. I think you're talking about this. I put sesame on it too, actually. There was no sesame on that one. I was making this one out with my sister, actually. And I forgot to take my own sesame with me. That, no, that's home. That's from my home. Yeah. Oh, It's pretty good inside. I can see about I can find a picture where I actually have one cut up. Then you can see it. I know I have a lot of pictures of that because of I have pictures for that from the last 10 years or something like that. And then I've taken a picture of it sometime. Maybe I need to go back a couple of years, but I definitely have a picture where I have because of then you can see how spread it actually is in the bottom because of where yeah, and then I have somebody that's turned around and show how they're looking at the bottom, and then I have a couple cut up so you actually can see how many air bubble there is inside it and that kind of shit. Let me see. Yeah, biscuit. That kind of biscuit. When I'm making them, I'm eat them the whole fucking day and the day after that too. Uh, and and normally I'm taking. Yeah, I think you are in a bad area right now. You are in a bad area. Yeah, I'm normally eating them over 2 days or something like that. And then I'm actually taking yeah. Then I'm making this. I'm putting what pork sauces? Yeah, I'm putting it in. I have just sent you something now where I actually put sauces inside. So sausage inside. I'm rolling it flat like a big pizza, and then I'm cutting out in four, and then I'm placing sauces I've cut over in two, and then I'm rolling it together, and then I'm doing it the same, so like I do with the biscuits. Uh, that's good. That's really good. Like fucking not that that fucking thing you are normally rolling around and coming, and then you're coming some kind of chocolate inside or something like that, and then the baking it. I think it has some kind of French name. A baguette? No, not a baguette. Oh, it's a what is the name of that shit? Croissant, yeah, it's a little bit like that. You're just coming a sauces inside it, and then a little bit of sweet senap. It's you should not use ketchup inside it. If you want ketchup too, you should take cold ketchup next to it, and then something good. Then something good is actually to take mayo and put a little bit of not a bit, actually a pretty good amount of curry in that, and then turn it around. So it's a pretty yeah, it's the same over the. So you don't dig down in curry and get mayo. You should turn it around so it have the same consistency over the all, and it start to be yellow. That's good to this shit. Yeah, that's really good to that shit. Uh, yeah, we have something, but I don't really like it. You have a brunch per sausage. The most of yeah, of course now we have chicken sauces and we have some kind of other sauces too. But the one yeah I was using there was actually pork. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The last picture I sent you, if you're actually zooming in on that, you can see with the one I've cut up, and there's actually some of that with the sauces packed into to that thing too, where I just have to roll it out like a pizza and then cut it over into four and then roll it around, and then roll it around. No, no. No, it's a lot better than that. That hamburger shit. Yeah, then it should be the homemade hamburger thing. But if that's the one you're buying and it's not even close to its too, yeah, yeah, that one is actually maybe have the 3 or 4 times heavier than the burger thing you're buying.
So it's probably a little bit basically what we call like breakfast biscuits and stuff here. It's probably a little bit lighter at work because sometimes if I have stuff to make biscuits, I'll just take just regular bread and I'll toast it, and then I'll put the sausage gravy on top of it. We call that a
Yeah, okay. To this one, I use 100 gram of that fucking thing. You get it to get bigger of gear. It will be called on Denmark, but it will not be called that because of that one of the letters in you don't have. That's GA. So that will be the thing you are putting into water to begin with. What?
yeast.
Yeah, it could be that actually, but it's yeah, it is probably that yeast thing. You're putting that in the water, and then you're turning it around, and then you're adding some more milk or water or something like that, and then you are adding your flour. To this, I'm normally using 100 gram of that, and then a little bit of water to share it around or to turn. Yep. So it's no, not baking soda. That's something different. That's I'm definitely not using. It should be that thing you're using to baking bread with. Yeah, probably. I can see about. I can translate it. That would probably be the easiest thing to translate the name. Probably, I think will be translate to that too. Yeah, yeast. It will be translating to that. And then I'm taking a liter of milk, and I'm adding the most of that. The fatter, that's better. So I'm actually taking the fattest one I can get. I'm not taking the light one that's not too much fat in. It should not be sweet milk or sweet condensed milk. It must definitely not be that. It should just be a normal milk you would drink. Uh, yeah, cow milk, not goat milk or something like cow milk, of course. Uh, and it should not be heavy cream. It should just be not that heavy. But normally, I think it's a 3.5% fat in it or something like that. That's the heavy, that's the fattest one you actually can buy in this country. And then there's one, and then there's 0.5. That's only, yeah, yeah, that's shit, man.
We've got 1% 2% whole milk when it comes to milk.
No, but it is. We can get something with 3.5% fat in it. That's the one and that would be called sweet milk. But it is has nothing with sweet to do. That's nothing sweet in it at all. It's just milk, and it's just because of its fat. It's the fattest one before cream. Uh,
Gotcha.
because of
Yeah,
Yeah, but when somebody is trying to translate recipes from Danish over to English, they are thinking we are talking about condensed milk, and that's definitely not the case. We are talking about yeah, a thick like fat milk.
I would probably
Yeah,
wrong
yeah. Then I'm using a little of that and then just sharing a little bit to actually to pencil them after. So I don't use egg to pencil it with. And then I'm adding around 2 kilograms of flour, and I actually only add 1 kilo to begin with, and then I share turning it around to it's a little bit thicker than in a sauce. And then I'm adding 2 eggs and a little bit of butter and some salt. I first add the salt. It's important you adding the salt late because of you should not add the salt directly into the yeast. That's actually destroying the yeast and what it's actually doing. So and many people actually putting the salt in after the yeast, and after you have turned that around, and that's wrong because of it's destroying it. So it's not really doing what it actually is supposed to do. Yeah, but you need to put flour in before you actually put the salt in. Yeah, because of it's too early in the process, and the salt will destroy the yeast if they are getting put in at the same time. And then when I have put around 1 kilogram of flour into it, then I add the the 2 eggs, a little butter, a little. It's not oil. It's just yeah. I'm just taking a butter pack and then I'm scraping something off, and that's pretty okay. And then I'm putting that in, and then the salt, and then I'm putting the rest of the 1 kilogram of flour in, and when it has a decent amount of thickness, so you actually can use your hands, then I'm taking it out on the table, and then I'm starting building in that shit, and then it's done. Then 45 minutes later, I'm cutting it out, and then I'm rolling it around, and then yeah, yeah, and then I let it raise again, and then I cook it. Uh, after after I've turned them around and put them back on a baking plate or something like that, then they are getting allowed to stand
Thanks for the
45
follow.
minutes, depending on how much time and how hot it is. But around 35 minutes with good heat. Not inside the oven or anything, but in a kitchen where there's a good heat, or yeah, that should just be. It must not be too cold because of then they will not get bigger before you actually bake them, and that's yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fuck them. Uh, that's some. Just try to call him mountain. Just call him a mountain ape. Uh, that would be something like fjell fjell ape. That's the same thing like a mountain. Fjell ape, I think it would be. So it would be mountain ape or something like that, because of they are running that much of ski, that fucking thing you have on your fucking feet and running on the snow. Uh, Yeah, ski. Yeah, because they are using that much ski thing, and like that, we do not have that much of this because our country is pretty flat, so we don't really have any mountains. So a lot of Danes and yeah, they are actually calling them that fjell apes. Yeah, they are knowing that. They will. The most of them will actually know it. It's not probably as sure it's as that's much. It's getting done anymore, but. He will probably know it if he has a certain age, I would think. He will know what it is. Yeah, I would think that's maybe some of the last one that's probably know about it. Then it's probably going a little bit down. I would think he maybe know about that name, and the Danes normally calling them that. But of course, he would probably have some kind of name for us too. I would guess. And I'm not sure about I actually would know that, but that's yeah. You will probably have to call us something. I'm pretty sure of that, and it would not be Danes. It would be some kind of a probably some kind of funny name, and they would use that against each other or between each other when they're actually talking about us or talking to us. Uh, but it's many years since. If I translate it directly, it would be mountain ape, but it would actually be fjell ape as a fjellabe. That would be probably be more correct if it was a Dane that was saying it. It would be fjell because a fjell is it's the same. That's more the name they're using for mountains. Uh, or it's maybe some kind of different mountain or something like that. But I'm pretty sure if it's just mountain, and that's cover it. That fjell thing. I'm not totally sure. Let me see. Fjell. Yeah, it's actually translated to mountains. Actually, when I'm typing fjell, it's translating directly over to mountains. So it is fjell ape or mountain ape, depending on how much English he is actually talking, or he's only talking English. Then it would be probably be mountain ape. He should probably know it. And it's not really talk. It's not something you would say to someone you don't like. Then you're probably just getting up on would get into a fight with them. It's something you say to a guy you are knowing pretty well, and then say it a little bit in fun and to make a little bit fun of them or something like that. Or else. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Uh, Let me see. I should actually drive some food down there. I should actually start. Probably. It's not that bad, but still, it's more like fun or some kind of small jokes and that kind of stuff. It's not really not from my point of view. Uh, yeah, I think it was hitting a bad area again. Yeah, okay. Okay. Probably. Yeah. Uh, I'm actually starting building the city down here now. And I built the fucking big one I was talking about. The big, huge mail. I built that shit. No, that's actually the one run from the cold. From the oil. Actually. I've actually built the two other oil production plants now. So I have 4 oil production thing running. And then I just need 2,000 workers, so I will need 6,000 workers for this to work. Yeah, that's the reason why I actually need all that fucking training underground too. Now my iron production will be up here. I have already set it up, and I'm about to build the last couple of buildings I'm missing. So actually, we can start building up here without dragging all the other shit up here. So what do I miss? I'm about to set up the asphalt and concrete factory, and have set a delivery system up to get that cement delivered up here, and I have already built an unloading station and to gravel, so I can get that transported up here. And then I have an unloading loading, so I can get that bitmut thing up here. The other thing we need to asphalt, that black stuff. And then I have set all the other shit up to my whole iron production, the whole way down. Yeah, bitmut. Yeah, and then I have set the whole shit up for steel production. So it's ending up down in steel after ores, and then a storage, and then the producing, the iron processing plant, then a new storage, and then it will run into actually two storage, one that actually can get delivered coal, and one that will store the ores, and then down to the mill, and then it will be steel out of it. That will require a couple of hundred or 1,500 people or something like that. I think there can be working 500 people in one shift on the steel mill, and then there will be 45 there, and then there will be 600 down in the mines. So that will be 6, 12, 1,800 and 1,500 for that one, and maybe 150 to the 3 mills or something like that. So that will be a little city too. No, I think I will place it a little bit longer, so out on the side here. I don't think there will be that much pollution for that. There will be a little bit down around the steel mill, but there will not be that much up around the iron mine and the producing plant. I don't think that would be too much pollution around that. And if I'm wrong, I can move it a little bit longer out to the left, so that will still be space between the producing plant and steel mill, and then out to the water. So. Yeah, it's just easier to import it. Import all the corn you need, and it's not really that expensive to import corn. So you will get more out of making the food and that kind of stuff with imported. So you can use the stuff yourself the stuff yourself produce, but it will not you will have used that fast, and then you will sell if you're using on alcohol and you're using it on food, and then you can use it on chemicals production too. Yeah. Of course, chemicals do not use that much as food production and alcohol production is using. They are really using a lot. So let me see, what did I forget down here? I didn't really forget anything, but I would like to have a silo down here, but I will not get that, so everything will be stored in the warehouse. So I actually only set it up to one. So they will put this alcohol back in the warehouse, and they will put the food back in the warehouse, and they will take the corn from here. So that will be the way I'm doing it. I took the biggest warehouse I could get, and then I was setting that up, and then it must go as it will go with that. The train will probably need to run forward and back sometimes anyway, so. And of course I was thinking, why the fuck I'm not loading any fuel on that fucking, I bought one of the biggest ship I could buy. 25,000 tons ship from the US, or from, yeah, from the dollars money. That's the biggest one you actually can get in the fuel section. 25,250 ton. That's a bit. That's actually can be at that. But But of course, and I was thinking, why the fuck it's not empty that oil fuel storage out I have there? It's because of it was that was already that it's leading into another storage, and the storage I'm actually leading out to that out to that loading facility on the boats. It's actually after that shit. So it's not able to take from that, and then that's actually good because of then I will always have fuel for to my cities because of that get collected from trains and being driven out to the city. So it's good the ships don't can get access to that right now because of then I would have been out of fuel now, and then the other train would need to loading it. Yeah, you can bring in oil, and then you can bring the fucking fuel out. You just need to set it up the right way, so you actually need to have enough storage space so you actually can unload the oil, and then load the fuel or the bit thing. You can actually ship both of them out. It is normally, if you don't fuck it too much up, you will earn money on it. I have done that. I have made really good money on that actually. Uh, I have stored 17,500 tons now. That would be 9 million rubles, and it's at $3.6 million, and that can still be 8,000 tons in it. So it is, and I'm producing really slow right now. I have only 250 people that's working on these 3 plants, and that should actually be 2,000 people working on it to produce at the fastest speed I can. And then I should have that possibility to deliver people up or sims up there. 6,000. I should deliver 2,000 3 times a day. Should be able to transport up there. Then it will be working on full speed, 24 hours. But that's what I'm working on with this setup here. I just didn't calculate with. Actually need to probably need to build a oil plant more down here, or I need to put up some kind of heating, electric heating down here in the last corner of it, because of my heating plant cannot reach that long. It could the longest it could reach was to around here where I'm actually setting the city up now. So that's the reason why I was actually setting that up around there, because of I didn't want to set up a oil plant right now. I would actually use this I have up here. And still I should probably maybe set a couple of that electric heating systems up too. So when this one is actually running out of space to store, or what the hell is that happening up here, sometimes too much hazardous waste or what it is, that's actually getting to fuck it up, then I will be able to heating my citizens still. Because that's one of the biggest problem actually. You don't have the possibility to make heat when this shit stop working and you don't have space for the waste. That's pretty, yeah, a big one actually. Let me see, was it that one? That one. I should definitely use some waste trucks, I think. And I took 7 small ones and 8 big ones. And then we have the train station here delivering it too. So that should be pretty okay. Because of my power plant was actually running out of space to store that hazard waste, the poison one, the green one. Yeah, I will actually give that 6 spaces there. And then... yeah. Just in case. That's looking pretty decent. Yeah, the question is actually, are they allowed actually to set citizens off here on these stations when we are not allowed them to stand, get on? Actually, oh yeah. No, I don't have any people that's traveling around in it actually because of there's no citizens living around down here. I'm still building that little area up, so I don't have any citizens that's actually standing on the fucking train right now. I was actually delivering food and that kind of stuff down here now. So that's 166 tons of food inside this mail and 6.
They decided to build the residences before they built like the schools and shit. Oh, that was a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna make sure my next playthrough I build all the infrastructure shit.
Yeah.
They don't know until
You have that ability to actually allow citizens to move into this building. Then you should just uncheck that, then the citizen cannot move in. Then you can build your houses too, but you should just wait with allowed them to move in. If you have cities that's already working, where that's living a lot of Sims in it, then or too many Sims actually. That's kids that's still living at home, and then that will live too many. So you have a big amount of citizens that can be moved as soon as you are checking in to let them allowed to move into this building again. And if you don't have any citizens living in the city, so you should remember to remove buy citizens out in the building area. Then that's over that's a possibility to already buy the citizens when the building is done. Then one you should actually remove too. Over that one, we actually start the buildings thing if they don't start of itself, at itself. But this, and then I need to set it up actually to build the. Oh yeah, I actually need to set one thing more up out here. So I don't need to travel that much. It can actually be set up on this one of them here. Oh, oh, oh! I actually didn't get back in. Actually, I don't know. I I was out actually and looking on that maybe. Hello. Gotta see how many is in there. That's 2 in there, so maybe. Hello. Hello, Taco Gamer. Yeah, I'm just talking over Discord with James, so too. So if you are confused about why you only can hear him sometimes, that's maybe because of my microphone actually catch what's happening in my headset. What it actually did supposed to do, but it sometimes do. And yeah, then you get my side of the story anyway, so what do we miss down here? We have the school, we have the alcohol. We should probably deliver some fucking alcohol down there. That must be that building. Yep. Uh,
that way I can start importing alcohol from there. So I think like get that done.
Yep, the building, the fucking, it's going too slow to that fucking border. The border should work a lot faster after the time it's going that fast as it do. So it's working a lot too slow, and the vehicle again moving too slow in front of the time, and that's one of the thing. When you've played it for some time, that's one of the thing that's actually fucking me up with this game. I think I've talked about that 1 or 2 times before. Uh, but it's actually pissing me off a bit, I will say. That the timing is not a little bit better than it actually is. And this moving speed of the vehicle, and because of if the vehicle actually was moving the speed it was, and the border was working a decent in a decent speed, and it was actually possible to drive more vehicles in and out at the same time, it would actually work a lot better with the border, but the border is too slow, and they are in there too long time. It's like the light crossing thing. When you're setting that up, it's running in one speed, and the game running in another speed. It is like a little bit. It's taking 10 seconds in real time to get fucking something done on the border, but then that's going 2 hours or something like that in that 10 second. No. But I'm actually thinking maybe you can actually find a couple of maps where there's somebody that has upgraded the borders to some faster borders. But uh, but I'm thinking that that's nope. Only if you download that shit that should be work faster. But to use that, you need to go in and change something in your some folder in game. You need to copy something, put it over to some other folder, and then uh, remove something, and then copy it from that and put it over to another folder or something like that shit. It was totally confusing, but if you can figure it out, it's probably pretty easy. But somebody should just fucking make a video of it so we actually could see what the fuck they're doing instead of typing what they are doing. That's fucking confusing actually. Because of what they Yeah, but it's something about you need to replace some files in a folder with some other files, then you can use the new borders or something like that. You need to download that shit they are talking about, that border thing, and then you need to take some files from one folder, put it over to another folder, and then delete some of the fake files that's in that folder and replace them with some other files from the other folder or something like that. Yeah, and what file is it I need to replace? And so fuck. That's so I actually dropped to use that. I used to drop that. And the same thing when you need to release a map. That's some of the same thing you actually need to go in. You need to go into a folder, replace some files with another files, and then it will be able to get it out. It's totally confusing that shit. It's probably easy if you know what to do, but when you're not sure of what you to do and maybe you're fucking your game totally up because maybe it will not start up after you actually deleted the fucking wrong kind of file. Maybe you're destroying the map you actually have used hours to do. That other game we was talking about was actually a lot easier. It was just pushing a button and then you was releasing the fucking map to the workshop. Uh, yeah, that what is it called? That thing with the water. Where the raw water is running pretty nice, and you have that one round thing you're putting in, and then you need to be sure if it's not running out of the borders from your rivers and that kind of shit. What was it? Skyline. Skyline was the name of it. Yeah, that the game I actually used more time on making maps than I actually played the game. uh, because of the water, I could play with the water and be sure if the water was not running out of my rivers and that kind of shit. And yeah, and make that that thing you're putting out, that fucking big cement block you're putting out to make power in the water thing when that's the good stream, what is it? It's called yeah, some kind of power plant you're putting out in the rivers. Yeah, dam. Yeah, that was the name of it. You could place that in the building area. Oh fuck! I need to clean my screen tomorrow. It look like. Uh,
Production and all that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hoping.
Yeah, this. Yeah, yeah, but I have not, as Skyline, I have not played that much. As I say, I have mostly made map for it. I tried to make a couple of cities, but it was not really me. That was too much blue, green, and yellow areas, and just see about it was actually building itself. Yeah, and then just place a couple of buildings. Had not really like this. I definitely like this more, where you actually need to set all that shit up with the building possibilities and all that. Of course, it has mistake in this too. Definitely that kind where the vehicle is not moving the speed and the map is not that big as I really want it to be. So the vehicle actually could move the speed they actually supposed to be moving in the time they actually. So it would actually maybe if the map was 200 or 300 kilometers in the both direction, or maybe 2,000 kilometers or something like that, then it would be possible. Then it would still would take a couple of days for a train to make from the one end to the other end, and yeah, but maybe it will come later. I sadly do not think they will do that. But then it's just sad you have something they are calling realistic mode when it is it not. It's not really time realistic, that's for sure. It can it can be you need to build all your shit yourself and that kind of stuff, but definitely not time. Mm. Oh, that one is not built yet. Oh yeah, that was actually the thing I should do now. I don't really want to do that, but I need to do that actually. I need to set some more power up around there actually.
Hold up the
Yeah, okay. Nah, no, it's 12 o'clock actually. 3 minutes from 12 o'clock now. So I will probably soon go to bed. I'm a, I'm a, I'm actually I'm actually moved up because of normally I cannot sleep. That's normally going 4 hours before I'm actually go to bed when I'm coming home. Before I'm not really down on the earth again to go to sleep. I cannot just go to sleep right when I'm coming home from have been outside. I don't know why, but I definitely do not can do that. Maybe I can do it now because of it's that late now. But normally if I'm coming home 6, 7 o'clock, it will be then I normally can go to bed around 10, 11 o'clock or something like that. That's normally 4 hours. It was actually worse. It was actually worse when I was smoking weed. That that it was actually because of I need to smoke when I come home and that kind of shit. So that was definitely 4 hours. Maybe it's a little bit better now actually, but still, it's sitting in me. I've done that for 30 years, something like that. So it's actually sitting did that pretty deep in me. I don't can go to sleep when I'm coming home. But I think I'm starting to get pretty tired now. What has I been home? I've been home 2.5 hours now, or something like that. I was close to 20 minutes and 10 or something like that when we was driving up from there. So probably. Yeah, I will see about I will get up before you actually getting into bed. Yeah, maybe. So, yep. Yeah, you too. See you later. Yeah. I should probably just do that too. So I don't fuck anything up and I actually need to build a... Yeah, I need to get that one built anyway and I need to build a train station up here too. So I should just see something about how I can plant it actually. Can I put it up that way? It will not be good. Then I should put it out here or something like that. It will be pretty okay to have it around here. Then it will be able to drive the boatway, I think. I don't think that's actually long enough out. I will prefer to have it out here or something like that. Then you have the possibility to actually be on the track before you're actually leaving and going in. Dog, stop that. Oh. I would say something like that and then cross on it somewhere and then that will be good. Was that a building train? Yeah, it was. Let's take that one. Should see about if I was actually forgetting something. Was not active up here, so we don't need to think about that tomorrow. Build all of that, that's good. We need to get something tracked up there. Nope, that one. That one do not have access to that shit yet. I keep thinking we are getting people in here, but we didn't get any fire trucks. Should get them too, so that's good. Then we are getting some workers up there. We are getting ready to get something delivered to this places here from there. We get some shovel spots up, so if we are actually building that kind of stuff, and then we actually need to put fueling stuff in here up here too. Actually, what did we put that? We put that here. So we actually need to put up a fuel distribution center over here or something like that. Yeah, it will probably be pretty okay around here. That way. This one will be the black one and this one will be the fuel one. So now it just need to be built actually. And I think I want to leave now. 7. So Go D8. Så, Benny man. Stop så.